The Podbreed Network is strictly for the small podcasts that are up and coming in the vast world of podcasting. Podbreed is made up of many diverse podcasts coming together to achieve the same goal of being the best damn podcast network on the planet. Find out more at podbreed.com.
There are over 2 million podcasts, but how many of those can massage the mind, elevate the senses, take you to another plateau? Allow me to introduce you to Drea's Point of View, the 10-minute or less podcast that brings you observations and experiences from her perspective.
I don't think being independent is a bad thing. But what about when you're too independent? How do you know if you're too independent or hyper-independent? I read an article that talked about some of these signs, and I would like to discuss them today. Thank you for tuning in to Drea's Point of View. I will be your hostess for the next few minutes. If you're on Twitter, you can follow me at Drea Point and at Drea's Point of View on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Clubhouse. There are some signs that will tell you if one is hyper-independent, and the first one is that you don't like needy people. If someone is always contacting you and asking you for something, like your time, you run. The second sign is that you're used to doing things alone. You go shopping alone, take trips alone, and you don't have to consult with anyone or check in. You may go when invited, but you're not the one doing the inviting. The next sign is that long-term relationships are not your thing. You don't feel comfortable opening up to many, and you tend to keep people at a distance. You don't chase after anyone who leaves, and you've been told that you don't make anyone feel needed. The next sign is a big one for many. You have a hard time asking for help. Being prideful isn't the issue. It's more of not wanting to bother anyone. If you're a private person, that's a sign that you're hyper-independent. Not telling everyone everything versus being closed off and mysterious are two different things. You're not one to delegate because you don't trust others to do things, so you may take care of the big jobs, but give someone else something that's not as important. You throw yourselves into your work so you stay busy or overly busy. Your career is a main focus, so you don't have a personal life. You stay busy, so you have an excuse not to spend time with friends and family and have an excuse to cancel plans. And lastly, you make all the decisions. You don't ask for anyone's opinion on things and don't consider anyone else's opinion important. I'll admit I do possess some of these qualities. How many do you possess, if any? Please don't forget to subscribe to my show so you don't miss any of the multiple episodes I have for you weekly. And don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Drea's Point of View. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I realize that you don't have to, and your time is valuable. My goal is not to change your point of view, but to try and listen to Drea's Point of View. Thanks so much for listening.
Thank you for listening to Drea's Point of View. Remember to subscribe to this female-hosted podcast. Drea's Point of View is now available on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.